Okay, so as you can see in the last couple of hours in Algorand and also a lot of other altcoins and Bitcoin, we have seen some big moves on the upside, and in today's video I am going to talk about this move a bit, but overall I am going to look at this chart from a bit of a zoom out point of view and see what is happening in this area and what needs to happen in order for me to talk about the bullish scenario just for like very short term with a lot more confidence. So with that said, hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you are having a great time with your family and loved ones, and as you can see, we did get in the last 2 hours a big move on the upside. Now, in case you don't know what caused this thing, I talked about it on Twitter. This is from Donald Trump's account, and he said a US crypto reserve will elevate this critical industry after years of corrupt attacks by the Biden administration. No comment on that one, which is why my executive order on digital assets directed the Presidential Working Group to move forward on a crypto strategic reserve that includes XRP, Solana, and ADA. I will make sure that the US is the crypto capital of the world. We are making America great again. So it was exactly right after this tweet that we got some big moves on the upside, not only in XRP, ADA, and Solana, but also in Bitcoin and a lot of other altcoins. Now, in Twitter, I actually talked about this one. Yeah, it's actually right in here. In my opinion, the most important message that this tweet from Donald Trump has is this: meme coin season is most likely over, and now it's probably time for utility coins to steal the show, including XRP, QNT, maybe XDC, Algorand, ADA, Telcoin, and some others. So because of this news, we got a big move up. Now, what is happening in terms of technical analysis and also specifically Elliott's waves? You see, I can actually identify a solid bullish setup in here. But first, you can have two different possibilities in the short term. You can argue either this is our final bottom or maybe this one right in here. Does it matter? Not really, but again, you can consider different possibilities. For now, let's say, okay, this is our final bottom. Well, okay, in that case, from this point, we may have a 1, 2, big move up into wave 3, and we want to see in here ideally a correction structure into wave 4, and then after it another move on the upside into wave 5, which at that point this white 5 wave up probably is going to be into a larger degree wave 3, and then correction for 4, another move on the upside into wave 5. So if we want to be bullish in Algorand and also in a lot of other altcoins that are having something kind of similar, we need to see a continuation of the move up and going down from here in order to take all these lows. Again, if you want to be optimistic, is not really going to be an option for us. Now, can we argue maybe instead of this scenario we are having from this point like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave on the upside? In my opinion, no. Why is that? You see, in terms of Elliott's waves, in a 5 wave impulsive structure, wave 3 under any kind of circumstances should not be the smallest wave. This is a big no-no in Elliott's waves. And based on that, let's measure the length of our supposedly wave 3 from here to, yeah, sure, let's say about this point, and compare it to the other waves. Is it smaller than wave 1? As you can see, if I just zoom in more, okay, by a very small margin, yes. Is it also smaller than our supposedly wave 5? I don't think that I need to show it to you. The answer is also yes. So in the scenario, wave 3 is clearly the smallest wave, which is not allowed. And that brings me back once more to that 1-2 scenario, suggesting if we want to be bullish, we need to see a correction structure in here. Probably I would say a triangle or maybe a WXY, doesn't matter. And then another move on the upside into wave 5. Now, let's zoom out more and see what is happening overall in this area. You see, ideally, I want to see Algorand getting back above this important level in some lower time frames, for example this one, which is H1 time frame, and then we do some consolidation and another move on the upside. Why is that? Two things are going to happen in that case. Number one, in terms of classic technical analysis, meaning support and resistances, at that point we are going to be back above this unbelievably important support area, which will be, in my opinion, a fantastic sign suggesting bulls still do have quite a bit of power. Number two, If we get a move up and go above this level and continue our uptrend, at that point, I'm willing to bet a lot of people are going to talk about a potential double bottom structure in Algorand. And what's the target for this pattern going to be? At first, you need to put your chart on regular scale, which it is actually on regular already. And then you need to measure the height of your pattern from this point to about the lowest low. There we go. And let's put this thing at our breaking point right in here. That will give you about like a 43 cents Algorand in the short term. Now, I want to be very clear. At the moment, this double bottom structure is not really confirmed yet. We need to wait a bit more and see Algorand getting a break of this important neckline, and again at the same time hopefully we manage to get back above this important level, and then we can argue this pattern is confirmed and we are indeed going to continue our move on the upside. Do we have another important bullish sign? Absolutely. You see, let's actually go on weekly time frame, zoom in more, and maybe it's best to put the chart back on logarithmic scale. So if we manage to close the weekly time frame candlestick right around this area, at that point we are going to have a very classic hammer pattern, which is a great bullish sign. Also, the fact that we got a decent bounce back off of this unbelievably important support area, in my opinion, can be considered as a bullish sign. And in terms of indicators, what is going on? In MACD, we recently unfortunately got a sell signal, which is fair enough, not a good sign, but pay attention to a stock RSI and the fact that we are at the moment somewhere around the oversold area, suggesting bears at the moment probably do not have a whole lot of power. Now, if you want to be bullish with just a bit more confidence, I would actually argue you need to wait a bit more and see a buy signal, at least in this one, in a stock RSI. And if you want to be much more confident about our move down being over in Algo, well, okay, wait a bit more and see also a buy signal in MACD. And at that point, you can absolutely argue that this move down in Algorand, this corrective movement off of the highest high, is over. And we probably have started the next phase of the bull run. So the fact that in a stock RSI, we are around the oversold region and we might see soon a buy signal, in my opinion, can be considered as a very optimistic sign. Now, the most important bullish sign, in my opinion, is going to be in MACD on daily time frame. First things first, we are having a confirmed buy signal, which is a good sign, but that's not really the point. Pay attention to this. On the live chart, this is a low, the other one is a lower low. However, in MACD, what do we have? This is a low, the other one is a higher low. And also in terms of momentum, we are having pretty much the same situation, meaning that we are indeed having a bullish divergence between the last two bottoms in daily chart, which is a great sign, suggesting, again, bears do not have that much power, and most likely we have hit some sort of a bottom in here. But again, just to be confident about this move down being over, let's wait a bit more and see a move up in order to go back above this level, do a consolidation pattern in here, and then another move up, which at that point you can say this is indeed a confirmed double bottom structure, and the target for it is going to be somewhere around the 40 to 43 cents area, just for like very short term. So overall, I'm thinking in Algo, we are actually looking quite optimistic and there isn't really a whole lot to be worried about. And in terms of midterm structures, we talked about this subject so many times. I'm thinking in Algo, we are probably having a series of 1-2s, and this can be from here, 1, 2, and the idea is after our wave 2 is over, or who knows, maybe it's over already, we're gonna have big move up into wave 3, 4, 5, which is going to be into a larger degree wave 3, and then correction for 4, another move up into wave 5. And I fully believe that this is going to happen in this cycle, and we are going to have a fantastic altcoin season, and Algorand is going to be one of those projects that is going to participate in that, and your patience will be rewarded big time. So I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in Algorand's chart. Anyway, If you found any value in my content, I would really appreciate if you like this video and consider subscribing to my channel and follow me on Twitter. And if you want more, maybe you want a complete analysis for your own specific crypto, or maybe you want to learn some decent TA in order to be able to make good money in the markets, you can become a member and ask me anything you want. And until the next video, I hope you have a wonderful time with your family and loved ones. Goodbye.